We're back, everyone.
Hello.
I know.
Oh
it's
my
not
goodness.
the smiling face you were expecting.
No, it's Jordan today.
But it might be the one you need.
That's right. Welcome in, everybody. We got Sazzle, Sarcastic Grandpa, Thumb Palette, Dumbris, Nibling. Welcome in, everybody.
Oh. Hello, everyone.
Painting up some forest camo today.
We are forest camo. The forest camo.
The forest speaks to you.
The forest is speaking to me through camo and Star Wars miniatures.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
How are you doing today, Jordan?
You know what? I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got nothing to complain
Really?
about.
Huh.
I got
guy.
I got, what, 2 hours until the end of the day here? I got 2 more days, and then I'm on vacation.
Oh, right. Where are you going, Jordan?
Right. I'm heading back to Seattle.
Really?
I'm
going to focus this up for
here.
you.
Yeah. Oh, right. This is in Jasontown.
This is in Jasontown.
Yeah, which is far away from Jordantown.
How's that feel? And then I've got
it feels like
Jasontown. That is. Hey.
It feels like Jasontown.
That's okay. I'll remind you. What's up, everybody?
Work it out.
Vector, Mark, Sugar Rush, Orky. Who dis? This is Jordan. HBDDDDD. Jordan.
Or as Kyle has been known to call me these days after discovering my middle name, Dane.
Dane. Jordan Dane Lamb.
Yes.
Social security number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8.
No,
9.
it's just 5. You have a very interesting social security number.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell the good people what we're doing today.
We're painting some camo.
You know what you asked earlier
Forest
for
camo.
a reference, and I got to pull up a reference for you, my good son, my young man. Excuse you. Excuse you.
Pardon me. My lunch was interesting.
Well. If it isn't my arch nemesis, the Duke.
The Duke.
Look at this. There's your reference for you.
That's good enough.
I'm gonna snip that. How about that?
Not a great reference. We could do better.
Okay. I'll do better for you. Why don't you tell us what you're thinking?
Well,
yes, I am on a bouncy chair. It is a very
bouncy,
interesting chair.
Bouncy. Now, here's a question, Christopher.
Here's an answer for you, Jordan. Oh, this is a great one. Nope.
Are we doing the whole shebang in camo, or are we just doing the pants in camo?
What do you think? What would you do?
I would just do the pants.
Forest camo in the pants?
Yeah. Although I think it'd be cool.
You could add a little bit more camo elsewhere.
The
people are here for forest camouflage, Jordan, so whatever that means to you, definitely the pants. Now, when I'm looking at the reference here, the movie, everything's in camo.
Is it?
No, some of it. Yeah, this is actually, I know you don't like that one in particular, but that is, so he's not. So
yeah.
No, he's not. You could do like a tan top or whatever.
The other guys are wearing like the
cloaks.
The cloaks.
Right. Yeah.
And the cloaks are definitely camo. But like you look at the guy in the upper left-hand corner.
Yeah.
He's got a regular shirt on underneath, it looks like.
Okay.
He's wearing the tan.
Do that, yeah. I think the pants is the big part, though.
The pants 100% is the big part.
We'll start there for you, all the goody people of the world.
So,
speaking of goody people, welcome in, everybody. We got Jordan today.
Welcome out, everybody.
Jason will be joining us later.
He will. We're excited to
sit
have
down
him on stream. It's been a while since Jason and I have been on the same live stream together.
Oh, I guess that's true.
It's been quite some time, actually.
Really?
Not since last year.
No.
Yeah.
Could you please do a quick tutorial of camel? No, we won't. Papa Chicken.
Papa Chicken.
First of all, no. Second of all, no.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Second of all, almost, but no. Silent South, welcome in. Maybe
I have missed
Chris's face
all
to
of
be
you.
a little less visible on screen. Little Billy, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know what to do with Jordan.
That's true.
You're allowed to find ideas. Yes, this is him in the flesh.
Giordano LaFontaine.
No, Mo, we're not going to be doing pink plaid, unfortunately. That stream is coming in 2056. Mark your calendars.
2056.
Mark your calendars.
Interesting.
All right, Jordan.
All right.
Tell us give us the whole spiel.
So for this camo.
Yeah.
There's a couple of different ways that I like to do it. This is the most effective one generally that I've found. So first off, we're going to pick, if you want to zoom out a little bit.
Sure.
This is the paper. We're going to pick 3 different colors. We're going to pick a primary color for the pants. This is going to be the tan. And then we're going to do green spots and brown spots. Now you'll notice I have 2 bottles for each of these. I have a highlight color and a base color. So starting color, highlight color, starting color, highlight color for each of the spots. In a lot of those areas, there will be an area where it should be a little bit brighter than it is darker. So on like the tops of the pants and things like that, we're gonna change those up a little bit, and then we're gonna do some washes.
Oh.
In this case, we're gonna use both a brown gray wash and a Payne's gray wash.
Well.
And we're gonna do the brown gray wash over the whole thing.
No.
Define all the recesses and the details, and then we're gonna use the Payne's gray wash in the shadows.
Wow.
As a second layer of shading.
That's such an interesting thing you've done for us. And we're so excited to see it. Can you adjust your painting palette to be more angled correctly? Thank you. No, Gandalf! Oh, my heart beateth so slightly to the death. That's correct. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciating you,
Just
everybody in this chat. Welcome in.
I'm stealing all of Christopher's points today.
Hey, you can't take any of those points.
I just did.
You have to re-earn them yourself.
What you gonna do about it?
Not much.
Exactly.
Realistically, not much.
Realistically, not much. Oh, Christopher, how was your weekend?
It was a good weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you do anything fun this weekend?
What did I do? Did some hobbying. Did you
build some cool,
I did. I
cool
bought a kill
cool
team.
Guys?
Jordan over here for my birthday, which is tomorrow, gave me I appreciate it. Gave me a box of kill team. We're doing some kill team here at the office. We're getting hyped. Ghost Hunter, don't talk to my mother. You can talk to her, but just not like that. Don't ask for sushi points through my mom. That's just not right. That's just not how this economy works.
I mean, your mom
Ghost
would
Hunter.
give me some sushi points.
Hey, yo, that's my mother you're talking about. Send her up for me, Jordan.
Well,
and get to work.
We need the zoom in there, guy.
I just did.
We need the zoomer in.
No, this is it. This is where we're at today.
We can zoom in further than this.
Oh, no, this is where I'm at. This is where you're at. Speaking of being here, we're so glad you're here. We're painting up some forest camo. We got a big week coming up.
Starting with green-brown.
Green-brown. Nice. I will be out tomorrow, so Gabe will be producing. Jason's going to start the Surfer Girl.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
She's great. Great gal.
Great gal.
Then, I won't be here tomorrow.
Excellent lady.
So you'll have Gabe, good old Gabe, which is fine, I guess. And then Wednesday, we will be going over JUN Challenge review.
Ooh.
The second part of stream. So we'll be doing that. Jason and I are going to sit down and give you the old 1-2 buckle my review.
Jason,
on Wednesday.
I love you to death, man. This water is rough.
Oh, I changed the water out.
It's got some floaties in it.
Oh, I didn't change it out that much. Hey, that's okay. What are you gonna do?
It's got some floaties in it.
And then, how can you be a day out for Christmas month? Hey, I know, Big Bob. I know. Our Christmas in July celebration is going to be at the end of July, so get ready for that. It's going to be a fun time. Then, on Thursday, take note, everybody, we are celebrating Monument Hobbies' birthday on the 3rd because we all have the 4th off. So tell your friends, tell your family, July 3rd, 2025, we are going to have Monument Hobbies' birthday celebration giveaway extravaganza. And that's my TED Talk. What do you think, Jordan?
Beautiful. Wonderful.
What's
exciting.
Up, everybody. We're so happy that you're here. Chris said no, you should talk to Gabe about Jordan Fisher points. No. Sarcastic Grandpa, I won't. We won't do that. Fisher points don't exist. Just do the math on that because there is no math. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Everybody's celebrating up in here. That's right. Oh man, it is already July, folks. It's already been this year's been long. It feels like it's been 5 years.
This year?
Heck yeah, dude.
Nah.
Can't believe it's only July.
Like
Sweet Mary.
Flying by.
Rattlecan, what's up? What size brush is this, asked Nibling?
This is a size 3 brush.
Jordan
size
historically
3,
has always been a size 3, sometimes the occasional size 4, depending.
Yeah, I basically use a size 3 for everything.
Yeah.
I'll use a size 6 synthetic if I'm doing something really large.
Little Billy, I'll give you that one. Fisher, I barely know her.
That was terrible.
That
was a terrible joke.
I only give where credit is credited. Credited to. Credited. You're credited.
Oh, okay.
I give credited due. Okay.
Credited due, huh?
Thank you so much.
Is that a college of crediting?
Size 4 Sable doesn't exist. No, he uses a size 4. No, you only use a size 3. I've seen you use a size 4.
Size 4 exists.
Ghost Hunter, what are you talking about? Don't you fool me. Big Brush Club. That's right. A 3 is not that big.
No.
3 is not that big.
A 6 is large. And I can even do a decent amount of work with a 6. So, as you can see here, just throwing this this green brown all over the paints. We're using a little bit thin down. I want a nice thin layer. I'm probably going to put another layer on after this just to smooth everything out.
Yes, we are. We're still talking brushes here.
Right.
3 is plenty. Hey, forced camo. So we get the live version, like the little chocolate chip camo. That's right.
Yeah, it's a live version. It's going to be a little bit more complicated than what we did in the short.
Yes, and that short is coming out soon, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to ask if
it hasn't come out
live.
yet.
Okay, cool.
I wanted to do this one to give you both versions, the long version and the short version. But today we're doing the long version. Is that right, Jordan?
Yes, sir. It's not too many more steps than the previous one is. You're going to end up seeing more of this model painted, which is great.
That's right.
Just because painting camo is not actually super time consuming, so we should be able to knock it out within the first hour or so. And we can kind of hang out and talk about various painting questions that you guys have for the remaining hour.
That's right.
And get ourselves a nice little guest in here.
Who's our guest today?
Our guest of honor, the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh, it's just
Slow Fuse.
It's all right. It's just Jason. He's a good guy. Do you guys give feedback to certain models if it fits the theme? Wobbly, depending on what you're talking about, yes. And typically the best way to give feedback, Wobbly, I would do is go to the Discord. We have an amazing community over there of giving
Work
feedback,
in progress,
tag people. But yes,
the Discord
that is what we normally do when it comes to specific feedback, work in progress. If you're looking for specific, we also answer painting questions live on stream here. So, yeah. No, little Billy. False. I will not do that. So Jordan.
Yes, sir.
Walk me through this. Why did you pick this color in particular?
So, whenever I work on camo, I like to work with the colors that tend to cover better, as my spot colors. So the ones that I'm drawing the spots on top, or not spots, but like the camo textures in. So using the lighter color as the base is generally my preference for that. So using like a light gray or kind of a greenish brown tan color like these is great. And then you can work on building up the spots on top of it.
Right. I like that. Okay. We should get a paint water rating segment That's fair, Big Bob. That's fair. We'll have to think about that, Papa Chicken.
What was the question?
Are these spots going to be 1 hump or 2 humped camels? So that's why I didn't say it out loud, but I did. There you go.
What's with Chat's obsession with camels?
Hey, why not? That's what I say to that. Who knows? Why not? That's the whole love of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've seen both of you guys paint at the same time in a while. I missed a month of streams, then I came back into this new room. That's true. We changed it up in January. It's been about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So Jason's just gonna sit right over there. Look at this, you guys. I already have it all set up. Anybody can sit down. Boing, 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 boing,
Boing,
boing.
boing, 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 boing.
That's how that works. Now my OCD production style needs more frames. I'm working on that later this evening. So get ready. Big things coming. Baby J, I just heard you were painting camouflage. Oh, camouflage. No.
Nope.
Unless I misspelled it, camouflage, which if I did, thank goodness I did, because that's hilarious and awesome. But I don't think I did.
Yeah, the only camel stuff that I would approve of as a
The
joke.
only camel stuff I'm into is this.
No. The only camel jokes that I will approve are... Oh, no, it was alpaca, not a camel. Sorry. We don't...
Speaking of alpacas, Panic Bomb,
Oh?
23 months. Thank you for that sub.
Whoa!
Didn't mean to interrupt you, but I needed to give Panic Bomb his...
Hey,
Credit
we're
where
almost
credit
at
is
2
due.
years.
That's right.
One more.
No, Ghost Hunter, did you give Jason a folding chair? Absolutely not. I did not do that.
Just give him a folding chair.
No, I
feel like
did
Jason
that
would be
once
upset if
to
he-
our friends back here because I don't want to bring one of those monstrous swivel chairs over into my domain.
So, we've got nice coverage on the pants now.
Yeah, you do.
Nice and carefully painted.
Mhm.
We're gonna paint the boots brown here in a little bit, so I'm not gonna worry too much about that. They do have brown boots, right? And not like black boots or something.
I think they're whatever boots you want. I'll look it up.
Shush lips, Mr.
Jerp6 says, think I came up with a good color scheme for a purity seal paper last night. I used caramel brown as the base, brown wash, and a beige as highlight. Thoughts on it?
Caramel brown is the base, love it. Brown wash, also love it. Beige gray is the highlight, perfect. Yep, that is great. I would do basically the same thing for me.
They're like brownish, like leather. Brown?
Yeah,
Just brown.
brown black.
Brown black.
Black brown.
Black brown.
All right, so now we're gonna do the highlights on the pants.
No more sofas, Jason Trump. We don't do that anymore. No more. Those are actually for our employees now in the break room. We decided to do that. Although those swivel chairs are extremely comfortable.
Can we get another zoom?
Sure. Why not, Jordan? You good with that?
Yeah, we're good. So, I'm gonna hit the raised areas of the pants here.
Big Bob, we are not getting a bounce house for the celebration on Thursday. But great segue, Big Bob. If you have not heard or you just now tuning in, Thursday we are celebrating Monument's birthday. It's typically on the 4th of July, but we all have off. So on Thursday, we're doing a big celebration giveaway. So be there, because it'll be fun. Give him orange Crocs, says non-metallic meatballs. Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe. I didn't say no, but we didn't say yes.
So we're just adding just another layer of value here in the highlights.
No, Papa Chicken, there will not be alpacas on Thursday.
I miss alpaca lipstick jokes
Why didn't you make them then?
because I'm not here enough to make them.
You're here right now.
Your face is here right now.
Wow. You see that? I tried to throw him a beautiful layup. Nothing.
Christopher wouldn't understand what a layup is.
Jordan. I'm not a basketball player, but I do
Exactly.
know some comedy. Will Gabe be our host for the birthday stream? Hell no. I need a serious painting stream on Thursday. Nibling, no, I'll be here.
I'm gonna be honest. If Christopher is here, there is no seriousness anywhere
That's
to be
right.
had.
That's right. No, Nibling, I appreciate you asking. Gabe will be here tomorrow because I will be out for my birthday.
Oh, Christopher taking his birthday day off?
That's right.
Christopher, I'm proud of you.
Luckily and graciously, Monument gives all the employees their birthdays off. And normally I wouldn't because I just came back from vacation. But I want the day to just chill out. I might do some hobbying.
Yeah, I was about to ask what
Thank
you
you.
got planned.
I might literally just, I'm going to the pool and the gym, and that's pretty much it. And then some hobbying. I might paint my entire kill team tomorrow. I might just go for it. Right? I might just speed
sweet.
paint it.
I'm definitely.
And when I mean by speed paints, I mean by just going quick.
planning on painting all my nids.
Nibling, what
Very
kill team
quickly.
did I get? I got the Ratlings, courtesy of Jordan. He gave me that for my birthday. And then Jordan got
Happy
Tyranids,
birthday.
another gentleman at our office, Will. He got Mechanicus?
Yeah, we split
What
the
are they
box.
called?
The
Mechanical?
new Typhon box.
Oh, right.
We managed to pick up while we were there the other day.
It's Typhoon.
That's definitely not Typhon.
It's Typhoon
Nope.
Storm time.
It's Typhon.
Fun time.
Typhon.
And then Jason has he has Kroot and what are the other ones?
The Vespids.
Vespids. Philip has the Gorgamonger things or whatever they're called.
Yep.
I have no idea what they're actually pronounced. And then Gabe isn't playing yet. He's going to do a 3D army. Yes, we are Orky Fish. We will be at LVO in October.
More info to come.
More info to come. I ordered that big old Sisters Kill Team statue on Saturday. Can't wait to build her and paint that. Nice. You know what? I'll admit, I purely, obviously, Jason knows a buddy of his who's got a really cool kill team community here in Phoenix. And that'll be obviously a big portion, but I've always actually just wanted the Ratlings because it's hobbits with guns. That's it. I really did.
What day do they run that down here?
I don't
Did he
know.
say?
No, I don't know. We didn't get that far.
I mean, none of us had any models, so it's kind of hard.
Earthworm
to schedule anything.
Gym going to be done by October. I thought about potentially bringing it for Nova this year, Orky, but I don't think I'm going to have it done.
To submit for no.
I was going to for fun. I have, I just finished a Gargant, which I just put in the case this last week. So now I'm done with another Gargant. I have one more Gargant to go. Then I'm doing my Earthworm Gym diorama. But I'm also going to supplement Kill Team in there. But I'm not counting Kill Team as a big project because I'm going to go quick. And Sando's got a question. What color are those pants?
They are a combination of two colors. The first color I used was the Amp Cosmic Color green brown.
Yep.
And then the highlights beige gray. One color right on top of the other. Nothing crazy going on here. No funny business.
Not anytime soon. Oh, you like that? I just did something else for Temecula's. Hey, 8 years, holy hell. The same time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana.
8 years?
Wow.
Oh my
That's a lot.
goodness.
Yeah, that's a lot. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. Wow.
Gross.
Thank you for that. That's really big.
All right. Question is,
No.
to the green next or to the brown?
For explain what does that
So
mean?
we're doing spots. The pants are ready to go.
Uh-huh.
We got nice little highlights on them.
Okay.
And
Yep.
now we gotta put the spots where they belong.
I like that. I like that.
Christopher.
Let's do green.
So we're gonna start with dark.
I made an
camo
executive decision.
green. I love it.
8 years. That's a long time. Super cool.
All right. So, you want to pull up that photo really quick?
Sure, I won't.
Eat your shorts, Christopher.
You gave me a hard time because you didn't like this reference.
I give you a hard time because I like giving you a hard time.
Jordan. No.
Photos notwithstanding.
No, Gandalf.
No, Gandalf. In a galaxy far, far away.
Son of a blah, blah, blah.
Son of a blip.
Howdy, howdy, hoo.
Hey, howdy, howdy, ho.
Hold, please, because I'm going to do this.
Snipperino.
Pardon my snipperino. There you go. Look at that.
Look at that.
Bing.
Enhance. Magnify.
Don't ever tell me what to do.
Magnify.
I can't.
Magnify.
There you go.
Magnify.
This is what you get, son.
Magnify. Magnify.
Stop it.
Magnify.
Okay, I want to. Okay.
Magnify.
Bing, 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 bing.
Hey, there you go. Sorry, guys. The computer was just taking forever to load.
There you go. Holy Moses,
geez.
we're back.
So funny. So funny. Too good. Too good to be true.
Yes, we did Anakin Sky Humpy. We did that. When did we paint some Legion? We did that a couple weeks ago, right?
On stream?
Yeah, we did Mando and.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
but
that
when
was
was
a
that?
couple weeks
It was a couple weeks ago.
The beginning of the
Check
month.
out the VODs.
I'm pretty
We
sure it
did
was like the
Anakin
beginning
Sky
of June.
Humper. We did. It's Baby J Avian, yes.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna lay in some of these little splotches. So these can just be irregular. They don't have to be.
I don't know where those little weights came from, Jason. Jason Trump. The wet palette, the little brass weights on them. I don't know where those came from, to be totally honest with you.
This
They are Ryan's wet palette.
Yep. I borrowed Ryan's wet palette today. Because mine is unavailable.
Hey, also, if you guys have questions, please make sure to tag Monument Hobbies so that I can see them. I don't want to miss any of your questions here. Because I almost missed this one. Sazzle, what are you using for a wet palette? I have the Army Painter one, and it dilutes Procro really fast.
So what you can do with those...
Use less water.
Way less water.
Yeah, way less water.
Way less water. You'd be surprised how little water that you need to get it to function. It's funny because the more I've used it, the more I've realized that I largely use my wet palette like a dry palette. But it's got just enough moisture in there to keep it from
getting too dry.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's
almost
doing
like
a little bit of
cooling
double duty.
agent. I'm going to zoom in one more.
Yeah, perfect.
That good?
Yeah, that's great.
Perfect.
So just making irregular blobs. Use some reference if you guys feel like you need to. I'm keeping these mostly pretty, equally spaced.
Sure.
I don't want to get too crazy with it. But you guys can see how kind of that highlight is still coming through, which is really nice.
Yep. And your brush is not too watered down either.
No.
Camouflage blobs. Where did Baby J go? Oh, there he is.
What do you mean?
He was camouflaged.
I'm camouflaged. Can't you tell? You can't see me anymore.
Wad says, can you let Baby J know? I love his face, and I'm glad he's here. And I know what you meant, because I almost said here's he, but he's here. You're glad he's here. That's what you meant to say, Wad. And I appreciate you. He appreciates you. Response?
I miss your face.
Wow, look at that.
And I'm glad to be here hanging out with you guys.
Wad knows. Orky Fish, we need a PV. Okay, FPV drone. Yes, actually, I have used those for live streams before. I will not do that in here. We can have a little one.
Oh, they are
We'll just keep it suspended. That'll become my palette cam, and then it just sounds like a swarm of bees in here. I've also used those ones that go extremely fast. I know we need. Yes, that's right.
I needed that hydration.
Today's guest for no,
It's very hot today.
it is. You want to know why? It's because we're about to get a storm soon.
Oh, I heard it's supposed to rain on
That's not
Thursday.
how it works. But I always say that in my mind. Like really hot. It must get cooled down here pretty soon. Now you can't see him. That's right. We needed it. Good afternoon, Tech Elf. Speaking of WAD, welcome in. And great segue. Welcome in, everybody. We're painting up some forest camouflage today. This is, what's your name again?
How freaking dare you?
This is Baby J.
I'm the illustrious
Adult J and Cabana, the one and only, the man, the myth, the
Adult
legend.
J.
This
Gabbana.
is Jordan HBDDDDDD Lamb. Great guy. I wouldn't let him drive, but he's a great guy. I don't know why I said that because it was funny. Wouldn't let him borrow my car,
just sent it.
but he's a good guy.
I just
Jordan
decided
can
to
borrow
make
my
something
car.
up that's vaguely insulting.
Yes. FPV drone cleanup sounds like a pain in the
Tuchus?
It's not gonna happen, everybody. Shadowcast, I do have a question. Nice.
We have answers
I love
for
that.
questions. Right
Anytime I paint with a white paint, so white, bone, ivory, etc., other colors don't have any issues. It comes out with a fuzzy looking texture. I'm a little confused as what I'm doing wrong. Help me! Great question, by the way.
Yeah, so
Painting white.
yeah, one of the things about white is we tend to inadvertently use those brighter colors, more opaque, like with more paint and less thinning than we would normally expect to.
Okay.
And the reason why is that these brighter colors typically don't have as good coverage. So we're using thicker layers of paint on top of one another, and it'll eventually get this built up kind of chalky texture, which is that kind of fuzzy texture you're talking about. So what I would typically recommend is thinning down your paint a little bit more. You also don't want to just use a ton of bold titanium white. You want to have bold titanium white be the final kiss at the very end of your model. You don't want it to be the majority of the colors that you're using there. Even if you're painting white,
Final
remember,
kiss.
white is not actually white most of the time. It's typically some sort of chromatic gray that is very, very bright.
And we have video coming out on that this week.
Fantastic. Look
ready.
at that segue. That was
Look at that.
perfect.
Shadowcast, you don't even know.
I didn't even know that was happening.
Thursday and Friday, we're
Christopher
coming out with a
just laid
tutorial
that up.
on painting white. So
Excellent. Was it
Keep
with
an eye
the
it was for the ghost kill.
with the ghost keel?
Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, Shadowcast, you great job. Great segue. And speaking of a segue, I would never get on one.
Why not?
I would if I had to.
I think you just would.
I would.
If somebody came up and they're like, "Hey, check out this Segway that I own," you'd be like,
I'd be
"Can I ride
going
this?"
like, first of all, never talk to me about random segues. Random person who just came up to me and asked them about segues.
Hi, random Segway. My name is Christopher.
Hi, random segue. I'm an adult man, and I will not get on that segue. That's okay. It's only for adults, technically, and your kids. It's for everybody. Segways are for everyone.
Trust the Segway.
That's what I know.
touch. What just happened?
I don't know. You tell me. How are these little dots going? Now,
They're good. They're
how
not
do
even really
you-
dots. They're
how
kind of
do
like
you- They're like splotches.
yeah,
Splooshes.
they're splooshes.
Scalaches.
Yeah.
What do you...
Sclooshes.
Okay, so now, in your mind, as you're doing this, walk me through the process on how many little... Why this certain amount, right? Because you're
So-
going to add brown, so how does it get... How does
Yeah,
it
so you
get
want-
too messy?
You want these things to overlap one another. Like generally speaking, the idea is for it to be relatively messy, because all the colors are supposed to blend together and create the idea of camouflage in your eye, right?
I almost just totally dropped something. Okay, that makes sense.
So to some extent, you want them to be a little bit messy and overlappy.
I see. Just gotta put that back there. Actually, you know what?
Stop breaking
Just gotta put this on
everything,
the floor.
Christopher. He's a
Put that
goober
down
of a
there,
guy.
Jim. Sorry. What's that model?
Your face.
Okay. That was Panic Bob's question, so great segue.
All right, Panic
From
Bob.
Rebel Legion's box.
It is.
A Rebel.
It's the
You're a Rebel, Panic Bomb.
standard Rebel Trooper box.
Solitaire, yes, it is hot. I am assuming you're talking about in Arizona.
It's freaking toasty in here.
I tried to make it a little cooler. Too bad I don't have any cool gray.
I do.
I know you do.
Nope, I don't actually.
You do have cool gray up there.
All right. Spots.
I like that.
Uno finished.
Okay.
Uno. Right.
Look at that. Look at that little camo. Force
Look at
camo.
that tuchus. Look at the tuchus. All right. And now.
Ooh. Yeah, it's hot.
30 and a half is not too bad. Solitaire.
Yes, it is very hot here.
I mean, that is hot. But
What
it's
is
like
hot here?
Not quite 100, right?
Everything
Like
after
95?
100 everything after 105 feels the same thing. It could be 114.
There's
doesn't
definitely a
matter.
difference between 105 and 115.
No.
Once you're at like above 110 or 112, it just like is all just hot.
That's true. And speaking of being hot, remember everybody, we are doing our June challenge review on Wednesday, not tomorrow, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Because I won't be here and I don't trust Gabe.
Dang.
I trust Gabe with my life.
Dang.
He's a good
that's
man.
Hardcore.
And I trust him.
Italy it's hot in Italy over there.
Yeah.
I believe it.
It's Jordan. How?
All right, I'm taking dark.
How?
umber.
When? By
Hello!
there are some who call me
The man, the
Tim?
myth, the legend,
Wow.
the Mike.
Mike. There are Mike, you've had a lot of names. This one's a really good one.
He is.
I'll
he
give
is-
you that.
He is the man with
This
no
is
name.
a great one.
He is the man.
Why do I diss our Jabe? I don't diss him. He's a good guy. He's a great guy.
Jape is wonderful.
He's all right. He'll be here tomorrow with Jason painting up Surfer Girl.
All right.
Walk
so-
us through this, Mr. Jordan.
Yeah, so I'm kind of doing these overlappy things that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up coming back over.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to punch in one. Can you center up a little?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I don't. Little Billy, I don't. I don't lie. I have to keep Gabe on his toes.
Are you
Otherwise, he
saying-
wouldn't be a professional ballerina.
Are you saying that Gabe is a liar?
Jordan, could you focus? No free pub for Gabe. Ghost Hunter? Yes, correct.
No free pub for
No
Gabe.
free pub for Gabe. Period.
All right, so
I like your. You know what, Jordan?
see how it's overlapping. I
I don't care what they say about you. You're a good guy,
Thanks,
and I
man.
like your forest camo workup thus far.
Thanks, guy. Yeah, for his urban troopers. I like it.
Gaba said so many nice things about you, Chris. Not sure why you're always attacking him. False, Orky Fish. Those were falsities. He has you fooled. Don't let him fool you. Is that a Rebel Pathfinder?
It's just a regular rebel trooper.
This is true, Mike. This is why I
'Cause
focused in.
So the tricky thing is that Jason has a tendency
You're
to
telling me to
basically
focus.
paint on the floor. Like
Sure.
he paints all
I
the way
know.
down here, and I paint like 5 inches off the table.
That's right.
So it's difficult for
Hey,
Christopher
we have to balance.
to make sure that it's in.
I'm here
in
for us.
focus.
Keep me accountable, chat.
I'm a challenging person.
No, you're not. What are you talking about? You're a good man, Jordan. I don't care what anybody says.
Thanks, Christopher.
Panic Bomb, your band.
Oh, why?
Team Gabe forever. False.
Gabe deserves more love than that.
Hey, speaking of Gabe deserving more love, welcome in everybody.
Except for tomorrow when it's
This
Christopher's
week
birthday.
we have
case...
we have a big week this week.
Do we?
We do. It's
you
Monument's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Celebration on Thursday, and its official birthday on July 4th. But we have tomorrow. Not tomorrow. We have the 4th off. Tomorrow I have off. Gabe will be here tomorrow. Jason will be here. Jason will be here very soon. He's going to come join us later today.
20 minutes or so.
Hey, don't keep tabs on anybody.
I'm keeping plenty of tabs. I'm keeping my tabs where they belong, sir.
Hey, you're a tab kind of guy.
Thanks.
That's what I like about you, Jordan. You're a tab guy. You a tab guy?
No.
You're a tab guy. Jordan's a great guy. He paints the model well. It is focused up now, but only one of your paints at once. So why wouldn't the camera guy have it focused up? It's focused. No, there's not. There's not a new product dropping yet, like new texture tubes for airbrush or new airbrush primer. No, texture tubes are already out. Jason announced that yesterday on our Discord. So if you haven't seen that, go check out our website. The tubes are out. So if you all need to know, this is
the end.
All there.
This is the end.
No, it's not. In fact, this camera right here is not balanced at all because it's a web camera. So that is not correct. At some point, there'll be a different camera here.
All right, so one of the things I'm doing now is I'm putting the highlights in to some of those areas where they belong based on the color palette that I was throwing in there.
Yep.
So I'm using the green to just add a little bit of highlight to the top parts of the camo on the uniform. This is going to be really subtle.
That's okay.
One of those things that, I just do because it's in my process.
Sure. I do like this camo workup because after this, you do the petroleum brown wash. Is that what you do?
I have brown gray and I have Payne's
brown gray. Got it. Oh. Tab soda. Yes. Ghost Hunter. It's tab soda. We will not be having tab soda. But, like I said, Thursday, Monument's birthday celebration giveaway. Be there. And then Wednesday, we will be doing the review. Probably around back half of stream. So we got that on Wednesday.
Nice.
And then tomorrow.
And then I'm gone.
And then you're gone. Where are you going, Jordan?
I'm going to Seattle.
Oh.
I'm going to Seattle.
What are you going to do in Seattle?
Just literally hang out with the boys.
Nice.
It is. This is the
hanging
first,
out with the boys.
It's really funny. This is the first genuine non visiting people or from out of town or whatever. No holidays, nothing like that.
That'll be
the
fun.
First vacation that I have legitimately taken, I think, ever.
Dude, this is awesome.
Where I've taken a whole week out. I'm traveling somewhere, but there's no there's no plan.
I'm happy for you. I
so.
did the same thing last week, and it was just awesome just to hang out.
Yeah, and it's people, it's people who I get a chance to hang out with frequently over Discord and stuff. But it's been a while since we've seen each other in person, so it'll be
fun.
We're gonna play a lot of pinball. That's gonna be a fun thing that we're gonna
pinball.
Do. Yeah.
I didn't know you were an advocate
They're really
of pinball.
into it. They are
really.
Yeah. So the whole premise, the original plan for me going down there, is that Will was buying a pinball machine.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He was buying a Dune pinball machine.
Dune? I played the Lord of the Rings one back when I was a kid.
So the Dune ones are really cool.
That's awesome. That's cool. I didn't know you were such an avid pinballer.
I've literally hardly ever played. but I am willing to learn. As with many things in my life, I find other people who are interested in things and they tell me cool things and I get interested in the cool things that they're interested in.
You'll have to take a picture and put it in chat.
Yeah,
and put it in Discord.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love to see your pinball experience.
Yeah. It's probably me failing a lot, but
That's
it'll be
okay.
fun.
How can you fail at pinball when you're having fun with your good old boys?
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't that the
Speaking
truth?
of the truth, welcome in, everybody.
All right. I mean, this is pretty close to being done, folks.
Yeah.
Basically, we've done those little bits of highlights on the green. It does two things. One, it adds a little bit of color variation, so it feels like there's more colors in the camo than just that. But once everything is highlighted too, it'll feel like the areas of shadow that we put in make more sense.
Yeah.
Because like you can see here where on the knee, let me see if I can get better zoom in.
There you go.
So see how you get that darker color on the bottom and
Right.
you have that brighter color on top. So this is kind of the goal, right? Where you want to have this whole top part of the leg. So we're going to put that brighter umber color here, the light umber, and on the kneecap as well, so that it all follows the same volume shape. So it's weird because you're putting in multiple different colors as a part of that. But it works really, really nicely for...
Mike says, since when do you learn? I thought you were a Baby J teacher of things, not Baby J learner of things.
Well, sometimes I got to learn new things.
He can't be good at everything, Mike. Baby J, man of many talents.
There are a lot of things that I'm relatively good at because I get good at things fairly quick if I'm really interested in them, partially because I just literally absorb constant information about them because I'm really excited about those things. Also learn stuff very quickly. But because I'm interested in so many various things, there's very few things that I have gotten to the point of being like very proficient at.
I see. You're pretty good at painting.
Well, I mean, I've done that as a career for the better part of the past 10 years.
That's true.
So,
Twisty Farmer says, have either of you painted any Night Haunt models? If so, do you have any tips with having so many wispy bits?
Have you done any Night Haunt models?
No, I've done ghost stuff.
I mean, that's pretty close.
Yeah, I've done ghost stuff. And
why don't you give us your 2 cents? Because I've not done a lot of ghost stuff.
Honestly, I don't use any washes. I don't do any of that. I do layers of airbrushing. I don't know if you have an airbrush, Twisty Farmer. It definitely helps. And I do a lot of variation layers, right? I'll start very, very dark. Then I'll go to the next color that... It depends on what color you are doing, right? But I don't do any washes. I do a lot of airbrushing because I feel like with ghosts, airbrushing is kind of cheating because they have so many wispy bits. You know, if that makes sense. I don't know if that helps it out at all, but if you have an airbrush, I do a lot of that. So I did do that. I did do the Mortis engine, Mike. Yes, that was the last thing. I think I did
honestly,
that on stream.
I love your Mortis engine.
Yeah, that one.
I really do.
Good. You know what? I will say this. I did dry brush that Mortis engine. I would go grab it, but it's just too far away.
Yeah, it would take a long time to get it over here.
So long.
And you'd have to pay,
I would have to leave you guys
fees.
with Jordan.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
I don't want them to be too in love with you, or you'll never come back. You'll dissolve into chat.
Baby,
they'll take you away. You can blame it all on me. Yes, the Mortis engine. It's very fun. But then I like to dry brush white blue on all of my stuff. My workup was I based everything in Payne's Gray, right? Then I did dark turquoise, and then I did dark turquoise with bright yellow green, right?
Yeah.
Then I did yellow green with turquoise. No, I'm sorry. I did yellow green with turquoise, and then I did that same mixture. That's the thing. I keep it all in a pot, right? I keep it all in my mixing cup, and I keep adding the Oh yeah, hey, Mike's got it. Dark plum. That's what it was. Jade, dark turquoise, bright yellow green, green, and fluorescent green. That's perfect, Mike.
Mike I
is on
love
top of it.
your level
I hope because you used it on your
organization. Oh,
I hope Mike did that on his Middle Earth models. Got a bill. Hey, take it easy, Mo.
Bye, Mo.
Yes.
All right.
If you need my workup, Mike's got you.
This is looking pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself.
Oh, I wrote it down when you were doing it on stream.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Hey. It's a great color.
Mike has the collection of all of the good written recipes.
That's awesome. All right, what do we got here, Jordan?
All right, so now we want to define all the recesses. So we're going to take our brown gray wash.
Okay. Okay.
And we're going to thin this down too, because we don't want to be super heavy with this.
Mm-hmm. So you're using a lot of water here?
Yeah, I would say probably 5 or 6 parts water to...
Oh, okay. So pretty heavily diluted.
Yeah.
Can you bring it up just a touch?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
You want to zoom in?
Yep.
So this is going to do 2 things.
Oh,
One,
yeah.
it's going to tint the surface.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to come back with a little bit of highlight colors on this afterwards as well. Because really what we're trying to do is we're trying to, shift the hue a little bit, redefine where the shapes are for the highlights, because there's like bags and pockets and stuff on these camo pants. And again, remember, this is the more advanced version, right? If you want the shorter version, the more kind of very simple 1, 2, 3 step, you're going to end up with nice looking camo. That's going to be the short version, which is going to be coming out, you said sometime this week?
Next week.
Next week.
The camo short's coming out next week. This week we'll have rose gold and painting white.
Ooh, that rose gold one's going to be fun. I really liked doing that.
That looks great. Yeah.
These look really nice.
Nice. Heck, I might do this on my ratlings.
This would be great for those.
I might do that. I might literally do this exact same thing.
You
on
should.
The ratlings.
It would look freaking killer.
Totally gotta do it. Cool. And then you just let that dry.
Yep. And then we're gonna let this dry. Do we have the?
I don't. It's over there.
Okay. Well, we can
No,
just...
I'll get it.
Here, I'll just paint the boots while
paint the boots
while we wait for this to dry.
Yeah. I do have it though, if you need it. What color are you using on the boots here?
This is just using the same recipe that I did on the brown splotches.
Okay.
We're just doing it on the boots. And then I'm going to wash these boots as well. With the
Remind me of that. Is that dark umber? What color is that?
Yeah, this is dark umber.
That is dark umber. Okay.
Yep.
The drone can get it. Orky, you're really locked in on this drone thing. I like that about you. You really hone in on an idea. Orky, I do have an old one. I have an old DJI 4K one, not the FPV. I don't have that one. After my 9 dioramas, no, we've been convinced here at the office to all start kill teams. So that's what I'm doing on my day off tomorrow. I'm gonna speed paint these bad boys so that I can get to all my other projects. Now, what was the name of the fish dudes from Star Wars?
I have no
idea.
idea.
I was just thinking about that. Somebody look that up for me.
No idea.
There's a name for them.
That's one of those things, like, they do a really weirdly poor job of telling you what the name of all the alien races are.
I don't know if there's a specific
think about
name.
it. You think about that compared to like Star Trek, right? Because Star Trek, like what an Andorian is. You know what a Klingon is. Like, you know what they look like. You know what the Mon Calamari. That's correct.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are we sure?
100%.
I don't know about that.
100% that is correct.
What? That's what they're called? They're called
Mon Calamari, yeah.
That's kind of funny. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's not a joke. 100%
okay.
Truthful.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. It's not related to the whole fish-like appearance thing. We promise.
I'm just like, hey, anybody for calamari?
I love calamari. Sounds fishy to me.
Oh,
Ragnar, that.
No, there you go. Mon calamari. Thank you. All right. Okay. That's funny.
You're fine.
How now? What are you gonna paint? How are you gonna paint their like? Are you gonna stick with a camo vest? Or are you gonna do more of a tan vest?
I don't know quite yet. I'm playing around. It's funny. You were mentioning the Ratlings. I really like that kind of like pale green shirt that they have.
Yes.
So I was thinking about maybe doing something like that.
I was gonna promote that.
Because you're like,
do that for me.
Just give me all the recipes for the thing.
No, Twisty Farmer. I'm totally just gonna do what Jordan's doing on these bad boys there.
The irony is that this model is actually very much similar to a lot of the same types
vibe.
of things that he's got going on in the kill team.
Yeah.
So, albeit at a much smaller scale. So good luck.
Grip says, "Oh, that camo's looking great. Could be a good camo for a cloak on a Space Marine sniper cloak." Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, there's a lot of different applications that you guys can use the camo patterning for. It's great for historical stuff.
Yeah. That Chai Cat, how did the hobby night go last week? It went really well.
It was
Thank
a
you for
blast.
asking. We had a great time.
That was super fun.
We had a very fun time. It was nice to get everybody just painting up some stuff.
Yep.
That was very fun. We had a blast. It was nice to get some time with everybody to just have a hobby night. Can you come up just a little?
Yeah, sorry. This is
I know
fairly
you got some
delicate, so
details.
I'm just being careful. I'm kind of
Now
pushing
you're going
some
back,
highlights.
right?
Yeah, I'm going back and I'm just pushing a little bit of highlights into.
I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time for me?
Yeah. So right now I'm spending some time going back with my highlight color, and I'm building up value back into those areas where the highlighted areas of the pants would be. And this is because now that we have that shading in there, when we put this highlight on here, it's going to define a lot more of that shape. So where the folds are, things like that, where the edges of pockets are,
okay,
are really going to stand out a lot more because of this extra step right here.
Nice.
And I'm trying to avoid areas that are not quite dry, right? And you'll notice that as we build up these layers with the colors here, that it's really going to kind of come to life.
Yeah, we had a great time, Chai Cat. It was very fun. I finished another Gargant. Got one more Gargant to go before I start on other projects, but we had a good time. What did you paint?
I was working on a.
You were working on a couple things.
I was working on what's his name?
I don't remember.
Vulcan.
Oh, okay.
Painting up a Vulcan.
Dark camo green vest and pale green shirt. Oh, is that for? That sounds like the Ratlings, Mike, or this, or even these guys. Yes, very similar vibes here. I'm gonna steal this workup, Jordan.
Do it. There's no stealing of workups. There are only positive utilizations of great workups.
Yep.
We want you guys to be using the workups. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to lean over the.
No,
table
you're
a
good.
little
You're
more.
good. I get you.
I'm literally
I'm gonna zoom in one here
to the table.
There you go. Ooh, very nice.
So you can see it a lot more on this leg, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus on doing kind of that kneecap area.
No, who you were working on? Fulgrim. You were working on what's his name?
Vulcan. I was working on it. It was like
Vulcan.
a little thing for a friend of mine who had just gotten into the hobby for 30K.
Little Billy says, which one of y'all is painting the Typhon terrain? Oh, from the kill team box.
I mean, I'll paint it up. It'll take me literally an evening.
It's cool terrain.
It is very cool terrain. I want to have it painted for when we start actually playing kill team.
Oh, yeah.
I also wanted to pick up some other terrain because I know that we're going to need some.
I almost picked up the actual box. They have a city box.
Yeah, with city terrain and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was talking about. Looking at getting.
They are
cool.
dope. They are dope.
It's funny. I was at Old World yesterday, and I saw some people playing, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
I am Avian,
and it looked really cool.
I'm playing Ratlings. Hobbits with guns. That's it. Sold.
Hobbits with guns.
Ooh, this is looking good, Jordan. Hey, you're doing a great job.
Thanks, buddy.
Has anybody ever told you that?
No. Never in my life.
Never in your life.
I've never experienced this before.
This is new.
This is new.
This is a new thing.
No, thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Hey, don't thank me. Thank the world.
Okay, world. Thank you.
Hey, speaking of world, welcome in, everybody. It is the top and the bottom of the hour. Technically, the top and the bottom.
Where's our man?
Oh.
The Guestarino.
Who knows? That's okay.
That's all right.
We are painting up some forest camouflage today. This is a big week. Tomorrow, you have Jason and Gabe. Jason's going to be painting up Surfer Girl. Super exciting. A lot of good skin tutorials coming. Freehand on the surfboard. It's going to be awesome. So for the next week, we're going to be doing that. The Wednesday of this week, July 2nd, we are going to be doing the JUN review. I mentioned that in the Discord. I just don't want everybody to get confused. Check it out. We will be reviewing your JUN submissions, which was monochrome, just black and white. That'll be Wednesday. Thursday is Monument Hobbies' birthday celebration because Monument Hobbies' birthday is on July 4th, but we won't be here. But we will be here on the 3rd, so we'll have a big giveaway. Keep an eye out for that. No, it is very, very truthful, Mike. I am truthful because it has to be that way. Speaking of hobbits, I forgot my wedding ring at home today. Whenever I do that, my wife makes me beg like Gollum to get it back. That's hilarious. I'm so happy for you, little Billy. So happy for you and your beautiful family and friends and happy merriment in your life. No, I'm not. Just taking pictures of my entry and my daughter's. Hey, I'm so excited. And I have been, I've been seeing a lot of the stuff you guys are submitting, and it's awesome. I'm very excited for that. That's why I didn't want Gabe to do it, because I want to help review them. Not true. I just didn't want to have Gabe have to set it all up, because I won't be here tomorrow. Orky Fish says the camo's looking good.
Thank you.
Avian, you best believe I was trying to do that. Can we get some non-copyright strike surf music when? Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I was trying.
Dude.
Avian, July's challenge is Christmas themed. You have to pick something Christmas because it is Christmas in July. July 24th or 25th. We haven't determined yet. We will announce it. We're doing Christmas in July on the 24th or 25th. We have a big Christmas celebration planned.
Do we?
Wonderful. Little Billy, that's it. Hey, speaking of all of those kids, all those crazy mixed up kids.
Crazy mixed up kids.
Kids, get off my lawn.
Filthy kids, get off
Welcome
my
in.
lawn.
Filthy kids, get off my lawn.
For all of you, it's Jason, right? This is Jason.
It's Jason, right?
He's a great guy. Jason, I
You may have heard of me.
Jason, I have a bone to pick.
I am the single largest earner on OnlyFans, and
I should probably turn you down a little bit.
I'm here to promote my channel.
Okay. Hey, that's right.
Hi.
This is Jason. So Xmas themed is
Orky Fishman says this, I believe.
Hey, no, that's it. It's Christmas themed, Watt. We didn't want to do another limited palette challenge because we just did one. So we're doing Christmas in July as Christmas in July. That's the theme. It's Christmas in July.
I'm so glad that Christmas in July is not Easter in July.
We could do whatever holiday you want.
I was worried about that for a
Jason,
second.
what is that you're eating right there?
A stale donut.
Why are you eating a stale donut?
Well, because there were no fresh ones.
I know. I turned him down, Rattlecan. Yes, he is a loud and proud man. Only paints. Why we're not allowed to say that? Yeah. Only paints. Panic bomb. Hey, Jason, how was your vacation?
I didn't go anywhere, Christopher. I didn't go anywhere, Panic Bomb. Jeez.
Hey, now there are 3 of them. Northrex, yes, this is getting out of hand. What has happened to our beautiful image?
Christopher,
Remember,
ruined everything.
Australian Christmas is during summer. No, it's during December like it's supposed to be. The fact that December is hot in Australia is not of my concern.
Well, it's Christmas in July.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that we have to have it when it's hot, because it's hot all year round in Arizona, so it could just be that Christmas is any day you wish it to be.
Can we have it be?
Did you guys hear
all
that?
the days?
Did you guys just hear what Jason said?
No, because our office is technically closed on Christmas. So if Christmas were every day, well, there goes everybody's hopes and dreams, Jordan.
We can't
I
have.
didn't say that we needed to have it be Christmas Day.
We could have Christmas Day.
It could be Christmas Eve every day of the year.
Here's the thing. We've already determined. It's either July 24th or
Why did I
25th.
come
Stay
in here?
tuned.
Why did I come in?
Hey, that's your decision. You couldn't stay away.
What?
I got off a call
Okay.
and immediately came in here to support my friends.
I like
Then
that.
realized I don't have any friends, and now
What?
I'm hurt.
What?
I'm
Of
hurt.
course you have friends.
No, my
you
friends are
lost?
trying to make everyday Christmas.
What
do you
you're
mean?
saying is
There's
not a
work
bad
to be.
thing.
There's,
What you just said, every day is Christmas. What's the matter with that? That's great
I
news.
just explained to you that we're closed on Christmas.
I get it. It's the idea.
I would never get to see you
Jason,
beautiful
it's-
people if every day were Christmas.
Oh.
I would just sit around playing video games at the house, petting dog belly all the time, wondering why they were shutting off the electricity.
Mike, if Christmas is Easter, there's a weird new lore in the Bible. That's hilarious. Chris wants it to be Christmas because he's the guy who gets his own name in Secret Santa and doesn't tell anyone. False, Nibling. That is false.
I think Chris is going to steal all the gifts.
I will.
I just said that out loud, and I believe it's true.
Spitting lines from Muppet Christmas Carol over there. Hey, that's okay. Northrex, here's the deal. Jason did come in and say, hey, I have friends that want every day to be Christmas. Did I get that right?
I said I thought I had friends, but now I realize I don't, because these people want every day to be Christmas.
You do want it to be Christmas, though, in July.
I never said those words.
Hey,
I said that Jen came up with an idea that actually makes me like this concept better. That's what I said.
thank you, Jen. Hey,
So Jen
round of applause
convinced
for
you.
Jen.
It is Jen's. Well, I'm not going to say Jen's fault, but Jen should be your hero in this, because she's the one that had this great idea that convinced me that this could be chaotically cool.
It is going to be.
Are we gonna sing Christmas carols?
Oh, Jesus.
Heck yeah.
I already know that there's going to be Christmas lights hanging all over the place, because we have Christmas sushi himself here.
Oh, Tannenbaum.
Christopher, Luigi.
Tannenbaum. Yes, we are starting Surfer Girl tomorrow, Terrence Watkins.
Surfer girl.
Are we, though?
I will not be here.
Are
it
we?
will be Gabe and
Are
Jason.
we?
You think we're starting her tomorrow?
Isn't that's the plan?
Well, I don't know what the plan is.
Oh, that is the plan.
I don't know what the plan is.
I told you here, folks.
You're gone.
Surfer Girls tomorrow.
You're gone.
You and Gabe are going to do that.
Well, you don't have control over me and Gabe and what
I
we
can come
do.
in. You want me to come in? I'll be here for you.
We can do whatever we want to do, because you're not
No,
here, and
you
you're not
can't do
allowed in
that.
the building tomorrow.
I'm not allowed in the building
Oh, it's your
over
birthday.
my dead body.
It's your birthday.
I will burn
You've
down
chosen-
Utica.
You have chosen to not be here on your birthday, which is your choice.
Hey,
we give
that's
you
true.
that choice.
I was told to get out of here. That's what I was told. It's okay. I'm leaving little Christmas presents for my
Well,
birthday
okay.
tonight
So
before I leave.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Why is it that Chris Jordan? This is a conversation between you and me,
Okay.
Oh, I
yeah,
see.
I'm in.
because Christopher
Yeah,
took a vacation and went camping,
correct.
right?
I didn't
And then
go
comes
camping.
back and now takes another day off.
I was told this was
See where
okay.
I'm going with this?
You do realize that I'm pretty much about to do the same thing, right?
Oh, these are not my friends.
Yeah, like,
They're going
Yes,
to
Mike,
repo
it
my
was
cars.
Thanksgiving.
They're going to turn
you
the lights
forget
off.
that I leave on Thursday.
Nobody comes to work anymore.
You're leaving? Yes, you said that earlier.
Yeah, I'm going on vacation
talked-
Thursday.
Nobody comes to work here.
Hey,
I won't be back until a week from Friday.
It's me and Poppy, the dog, that will be here
where's Jen
making
going?
dreams come true.
There's worse company that you could have.
Jen's retiring.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Me and Poppy, me and Cora, because Jen takes Poppy with her everywhere she goes. So I'm just going to start bringing Cora to the office, and just me and Cora are going to run this place.
Please,
Hey,
I'll be here for Cora. being here.
you heard him.
Any day of the week.
Chris just needs to pull himself up by the bootstraps.
That's
correct.
There will be
I need to
2
get
toys and doggy beds.
What I
all
need
over
to
the
do
place.
is get more committed. That's what
My
I've been
name is
told.
Mysterian says, I'm here right
need to
now,
get more
literally
committed.
working.
Hey, Kenny.
Are
we
you if you're
appreciate
typing
you.
in Twitch chat?
Oh.
Are you working?
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're working.
Got him.
Soft hands.
Got him.
Hey, speaking of soft hands,
Got him. Welcome, everybody.
thank you. It is 3:11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Mountain Standard Time is not an oil company. That is actually a unit of measure in the
really
United
like
States.
You should pull it down.
No.
Please don't do that. I would-
Chris would be so mad.
I'm not mad. I would be just extremely upset. Please don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to pull it down. Am I the guy that ruins things around here? Don't answer that.
I don't think you
answer
ruined
that.
them. You
Don't
come in
answer
with
that.
creative liberty.
Jordan, did you see my sting wings?
I did. They look exceptional.
Right?
I really love them.
That's super fast.
Yeah, I
did 'em
know.
quick.
You have basically all of them painted in one afternoon.
Did you put them on stream?
No?
I haven't yet.
Look what I did.
I was waiting for you to do it.
Chat, look what I did.
Show them.
Look what Jason
Show the
did.
world. Oh.
Aren't these cool?
What's that workup, Jason?
Paint.
That's what I thought.
Nice.
Just paint?
Lots of paint.
It's funny because you know what my favorite part about this is? I told this to you yesterday.
It's like the old ones.
It's the old ones.
There was a picture of the old metal ones that was in blues.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
in that kind of tealy, green, blue. Yeah.
Game
No.
delay? Absolutely.
No.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Three
See all
hands
of
moving a
this?
pallet cam.
It's
I don't
crazy.
even know
I've
what
got
the stream is anymore.
4 additional images on
We're trying to
camera.
make it as cluttered as possible to give Chris's OCD an absolute aneurysm.
So I'm
guys
gonna
are so
split.
cool.
I'm gonna split this into one so that I can split this over here so that there's 2 images right here that I can toggle on and off.
I think that's what you should do, Chris.
Ready?
Why isn't it done?
I'm flying away. They're Vespids. Get it?
These guys get paid for this.
You employ me.
I did employ you.
There we go. Is that the effect? Is it working? Does it
It's
look like
not.
they're moving?
Jordan, it's not working.
Oh, okay.
It was working. I thought that thing was real.
There's an actual Vespid flying here.
Little Billy says, give me more screens.
No.
Where's foot cam?
There's no
Where's
foot
the
cam.
He
foot
wants
cam?
Chris's foot cam.
That's our OnlyFans. If you go to our Monument Hobbies
Only feet?
OnlyFans, it's just a live stream of every time I come in here and have to do something. You see my feet. Great color choices, says Rattlecan. Thank you. We painted those models. We all did.
Nope, Jason
Oh,
did.
no,
That
we
was
did.
me. As a matter of fact,
We painted those.
in our company,
Oh no.
when I announced to everybody that we were buying Kill Team and that I would be here on Saturday building my Kill Team,
Oh boy.
guess who came? Oh, that's right, nobody. And then on Sunday when I said, hey, I'm going to come and paint my Kill Team, guess who came? Oh, that's right, nobody.
Here's the thing, Jason.
Did you actually say that you were going to be here on Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
I
did.
missed that. I'm sorry.
I responded. I couldn't come.
well, I know you didn't. I know you didn't show up.
I was going to.
Whether or not you could or not is up for
I-
legal interpretation.
I couldn't.
Illegal interpretation.
I was
a-
unfortunately.
Christopher, you're
That's
losing
a
this
legal
fight.
interpretation.
I was
don't know.
unfortunately not. Hey, Derpstick,
Yeah, right.
never a dumb
He was
question.
prepping for his second vacation. That's what
Might be a
Christopher was
dumb
doing.
question, but how could you do a white metal? I know silver might already read as white metal, but could you go brighter to make an unnatural white metal? Jason, what do you think?
I mean, sure, you can go brighter with anything. I think that the thing that you have to always be worried about when doing anything that moves towards a brighter reflective surface is where are you going to find your darkness for your contrast to make it look shiny. But you can definitely take it brighter. You've seen me do pale golds. We've done pale silvers before, so it's not out of the question. I think that as you go with brighter colors in a reflective environment, that you have to be way more confident with how you place your dark reflections on there so that it not only matches the contrast and the environmental effect you're trying to get, but also the shape, right? So you'll see a lot of times when we're going fast, especially with like what we call our wish.com non-metallic metal, is that we're really focusing on the darkness of it being the part that drives the contrast. So you go heavy with the darkness, and then you move your brightness towards your reflective spots, and that's how you get that hard surface feel quicker. The brighter you want to go, the more you have to really know your stuff, is what I will tell you. Not impossible, though.
Now, I've been trying to learn non-metallic metal. Well, our stream is the place for that.
We do that a lot.
We do that around here.
If you didn't check it out last week, Lord,
when Jordan's not painting war dollies with camouflage,
which
geez,
is coming out great.
that looks really good.
I really like
blame
how
Christopher.
those pants are coming out.
That looks really good.
Those are some good pants.
There's some good pants. They're stylish looking.
Are they pants or are they dungarees?
What would you say?
I'm lost.
Are dungarees pants?
I don't know what those are.
I believe so.
Is a tomato a tomato?
It sounds like you just made up a word.
No, dungarees is a word.
That's a word.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a word, all right.
All right. I'll believe it.
He's not wearing any pants.
No,
That's
no.
just his legs.
Jordan does not wear pants.
He just has
also.
baggy legs. And he's camo.
Baggy legs?
That's
I
all
shipped those
tattooed.
pants. I just shipped my pants.
I just shipped my pants. Hey, Billy, you can
We
ship
ship
your
our pants every day. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
One of the best. When Kmart was going down.
Yeah, it really
They're like, screw it. We're doing this. We're like, you know what, you guys?
That was for their online shopping, wasn't it?
Ship my pants.
I shipped my pants.
Ship my pants. You're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. Hey, no free pub for Kmart. Wait, when is
They
Chris's-
need all the free pub they can get.
I'll ship those pants. When is Chris's birthday? Yesterday, Wad. You missed it.
It's tomorrow.
Don't listen to him, Wad.
It's mañana.
I can't. I will be here tomorrow in the office. I've decided just now.
Just now.
Imagine if this was the actual stream and not just a hallucination. Northrax, we can do nothing other than be completely honest with you.
That's right.
And yes, you are having a hallucination.
Beep boop.
Beep boop.
Hey, no, we can't get too exciting around here, Northrax. And by exciting, I mean by having all of these beautiful images.
Orky Fish Meat worked at Kmart?
My first job was Kmart. Orky Fish Meat.
Dude, how old are you?
I could see that. Orky Fish Meat's a Kmart guy.
Kmart was like back in my day.
Kmart's not bad.
Kmart?
Kmart's not bad. Let's all make sure we address
Right,
that in
special.
the room. They were cool people at Kmart.
They were cool people.
I'm just glad Jason survived his 30-hour meeting with Chris. I almost put... Because Jason,
He pushed it to 40 hours, and I
He's-
kicked him out after 3 minutes. But
Let's
then he
face
stayed for another batch of 3 minutes, and then another batch of 3 minutes, and then another batch of 3
Jason's
minutes.
calendar
He wouldn't leave.
is inundated with meetings here and there, and I wanted to put a big
Inundated
one,
with meetings
a big
here
one,
and
so it
there.
would you'd have to like go in and be like, "Are you sure you want to be in this other meeting?" Which would actually be hilarious if it did that. But I didn't do that. I did that for you,
Thankfully, not too many people take advantage of the power they have on the calendar.
Jason. I have been told we need to be efficient, and I said,
Yes.
"Hey, Jason, you're right," and I said, "I have to schedule this meeting, but I could not schedule it for 5 minutes.
No,
Had to
it
be
only allows
15.
you 30-minute batches.
15 is
15.
the lowest,
15.
which is absurd."
So he puts a 15-minute meeting on my schedule, which is great. I love it.
Hey,
But
it's a
then
little
he
sliver.
acts as if that allows him to take all 15 minutes.
I get my 15 minutes.
He only needs 3.
If you
But
look
then
at
he takes
Jason,
12,
if we
where he
don't
just
count-
stares at me awkwardly.
if we don't count our stream time though, I get 15 minutes.
If you don't count the other 2 hours of my time
Did-
you get every day.
Don't listen to that part. That's
Oh,
just
jeez,
the
this
given.
guy.
That's for the.
Did we get good
That's
gifts
for
at
the
our
people.
wedding? We better have gotten some good gifts at our wedding. I don't feel like this
Wait,
is worth it if we didn't.
When you were married to Chris?
I asked, especially since the thing I want to read as a white metal is a little skull detail on a
About the
Space Marine
white.
helmet. Would a glaze of bold white over silver be good?
a glaze over silver.
Like over silver metallic?
Hmm.
No.
Hmm.
If you're using metallics and you want to do a bright metal, somebody asked this the other day, and I think our metallic medium is a great way to punch that up, because if you were to do silver, you could glaze transparent white over the silver, and then the metallic medium as kind of a final highlight. The metallic medium is kind of a white metal in itself. It's just not very opaque because it's not meant to be a colored metallic, but it has a very bright platinum finish to it because of the flake, and it has so much metal flake in it that its opacity comes from the metal flake in the paint. So you could use that as a highlight and see if that pushes you bright enough. I would stay away from putting too much white glaze over the metallic because you shrink down the reflective nature of the paint, the metallic paint, as you glaze other color over the top. But you can mix the metallic medium with white transparent, and the metallic medium will make a white metallic paint, right? Now, I thought we were discussing non-metallic metal, so that's why I said you have to be in control of contrast and reflection. If you're wanting to do that same thing with metallic paints, then yeah, I think that the metallic medium mixed with transparent white will get you there. Put that over a base of silver, and I think you'd be happy. You could put that over a base of gold. You could put it over a base of all sorts of stuff and push a very bright metal out there with that actual metallic paint reflective nature. That would look cool.
Jordan, what colors did you just use for that vest?
Which part of the vest?
The outer side, the jacket.
So that is a mix of two of the colors I already have, actually.
Okay.
Light umber.
Light umber.
Camel green. 50-50.
Nice.
Thought it would make a nice little.
Yeah. No, I like
for,
that a lot.
For Christopher's.
Hey, we're doing this is my rattling workup now. I just thought about this today. What do you think, Jason?
I really like it. I think you could probably use like dark green brown for that jacket, so you don't have to mix.
You could, yeah. This is definitely a lot more of that kind of gray green world.
The amp.
Yeah, you could probably do
dig
something like that.
Yeah, you could do something like that.
Jason, the trick is to decline the meeting. He can't decline that meeting.
I respect my people, and I give them the opportunity that if my schedule is open, that they can put a meeting on there, and that I will honor the meeting unless something better comes up.
Oh, or if it's in your do not disturb.
So what you're saying is if I see a meeting on your calendar for Christopher,
then you should set up a meeting.
I will set up a meeting to protect you.
If anybody,
got it.
Yes,
I'm going to make this publicly known. If anybody disturbs
Friday at 8:30, you should say that's
slot?
the only time that you have in your busy schedule to meet with me. At which point I can go to Chris and I can say, Christopher, unfortunately, 10 hours a week is all you get.
You know what I'm going to call that meeting, Jason?
you spend more time with me than anybody else in the company, by the way.
This is true. But sometimes they need to be serious business talk.
With you, it's never serious.
It is for 3 minutes. I'm like, hey, Jason, bibbidi bobbidi boop, and you're like, do stream. And then I'm like, awesome. And then it's like, hey, I got 12 minutes left. What can I do for this?
Orky Fish Meat, if you could call at 8:30 the front desk and tell Matt that I'm saving Jason, please patch me through.
Yep.
I would love you forever.
Oh, Lumberjack, by the way, going back to your survey question, it's coming. Yeah, you best believe I was given the reins.
Don't get him started on his damn surveys, please.
Okay. Surveys.
Lumberjack, I know where you live. Stop it with the survey talk.
Stop it with the survey talk.
Tony Dat Tiger, thank you so much for that sub.
Avian, if I could count the amount of times I have pointed towards the door while
bits.
Chris was in my office, it would be mind-blowing. As a matter of fact, last Friday during the meeting, I started doing this. I said, Christopher.
Point at the door if it's the person, yeah.
Christopher. And he would be like, what are you doing? I go, you don't hear that? That's the door calling you. You should go over to the door. And I'm like, Christopher, come to me. I kept saying that.
This guy over here.
I'm just going to create a meeting whenever I see a nice big old 15-minute meeting on Jason's schedule. I'm going to call it Sphere of Safety.
I'm going to get a rush of phone calls at 8:30 our time on Friday. The phones are going to drive Matt crazy. Matt's like, you have another one. What's going on?
This call may be monitored or recorded. I'm gonna have Matt start saying that so that we can record all these calls, and God. I will publicly oust everyone.
It's going to be the greatest day ever. Ever.
Noted.
Poor Matt. We're going to let Matt
call
know.
you at 10:30.
Hopefully Matt's watching the stream. Hey, Matt, are you watching the stream?
He might be.
Friday's going to get busy.
You got to catch me on the road. Hey.
Derpstick, you need an excuse to get that transparent white and metal medium. There you go. The rest of the helmet will be forest green, and the islands is in fluorescent red. Oh, awesome. Very cool.
A hook so he can pull him out of the room. Oh, like one of those old shepherd's hooks. Whoop.
That's funny. like the Gong Show type hook.
That's what it
They
sounds
hit
like.
they hit the gong on you, and then they drag you off
Bong, yoop.
pit of
Move
fire.
the meeting of a different room. Hey, no.
And
I'm
show up
efficient.
14 minutes late.
Hey, he
Christopher,
could.
I thought our meeting was in the conference room.
Oh, it's wherever you are at that time. I'll find
This
you.
is what Fridays need to become, is that I just go hide someplace and see if Christopher can
see if I
find
can-
me by the time the meeting's over.
Wow.
And if not, I'll be like, sorry, dude,
I have serious
Your
business
slot
things
is
to
empty.
talk about.
your slot has been filled.
Serious business things to talk about.
It's okay. Jason's got serious business things to talk to you about too.
Jason, we get stuff done during that meeting.
He literally walks in and goes, do, 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 do.
I don't.
He
Jason
does. He
that.
literally does say that.
If Jason, especially when Jason gets back from vacation, which he did, what was that, last week?
I don't. I'm a broken man. I do not go on vacation.
I'm a broken man.
I went to Europe.
We are
for
not closed
work.
Fridays. We're closed this Friday.
We are closed this Friday, actually, so I don't have to do this meeting this Friday.
No, I've pushed it
To what?
to Thursday.
No, you didn't.
I will.
You will not.
Jason,
You will
is
not.
A very
I will
important
decline.
business meeting.
I will decline that one on purpose.
Oh, look at all these gifted subs.
Oh, dang.
What? Lady V Miniatures, 20. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Lady V Miniatures, look at all those. Did Christmas Sushi get one?
Oh my gosh.
That's how I've always subbed to the channel. Hey, thank you, Lady V Miniatures. You are
How do you deal with
magical.
this
Lady
guy?
B. Thank you, thank you.
No, not that one.
Jason, how do you deal with this
Thank
on a
you.
day-to-day basis?
Jason's going to hide at home or Chipotle for 9 hours on Fridays. I can tell you that Chipotle is never the answer when I'm in the conversation.
It might be if Chris continues on.
I don't think Chipotle has a single thing I enjoy.
You've had quesadillas that weren't too bad.
You have said that before. You're not a big
No?
Chipotle guy.
No.
Not a big Chipotle guy.
Lady B
It's like
Miniatures,
fake Mexican
love,
food.
love
Oh,
you,
it is.
Jason and Jen.
Certainly
We
fake.
appreciate that. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And speaking of appreciating you guys,
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Thursday, Monument is celebrating. I was mentioning this earlier. We are celebrating Monument's birthday on July 3rd, the day before July 4th, the actual Monument Hobbies birthday.
I really
So
like
be
that
here.
jacket.
Thank you.
Be here on Thursday for that.
It's like this kind of nice faded green color. Working up to faded green right now, actually.
Game Delay is asking how your vacation was, Jason.
You're fired.
Game Delay, he had a great time. That's exactly the reason to hide there. Nobody would look for you there. Hey, if Jason doesn't show
Chipotle.
up,
Okay, that logic I can understand.
if Jason doesn't show
There's a
up,
Chipotle up on Camelback and
Yep.
16th that has the cheesesteak place next to it, but that's the cheesesteak place that I don't think cleans the griddle top.
No, most certainly not. Having been in there before, no. They
Yeah,
definitely
and it's like it's like it's like 10 to 1 you get the super poops.
don't. Yep.
They literally have the best cheesesteak in town. It may
Oh,
kill you.
I don't know. That other place that's open for lunch is pretty freaking good.
yeah,
No?
man.
Nah, the place on Camelback kills it, but
Really?
it kills you at the same time. So the place on Central is better because you don't die.
Yeah, that place I have never felt bad eating. At
The
that place.
fries from Camelback are to die for. They have like literally the best French fries. The sandwich and the French fries are great, but you just can't go there because it'll kill you.
I don't do that, Jason.
I don't
Don't
want
they
to.
do
I don't
2
want
for
to
1
get deaded
on
by
Tuesdays?
cheesesteak. Death by cheesesteak. Not where I'm interested in.
That's right. Gortho says that not cleaning is where the
Well,
flavor
okay,
comes
so
from.
there's a deal where you flavor the pan or you flavor the griddle, but at some point in time you gotta fix it, right?
Mhm. No, I can see that, but that's years and years of flavor.
You just don't ever go to Chipotle and call them warning of a deranged man searching for his imaginary friend Jason. I'm not trying to be like on the news. First, would I, a person from Southeast PA, approve of the cheesesteak? The place on Camelback is dude straight out of Philly. They have a place in Philly too. I can't remember the name of it though. It's not named the same thing here. They're legit. They're legit. It's really good. You order like you're there. It's pretty much you have 3 things on the menu. They also do pizza by the slice, and the pizza's actually pretty good. So it's funny. I go to the cheesesteak place to get pizza now.
Really?
Well, you can go in there and get a slice for like $4, and it's
Mhm.
like a big New York type slice.
Oh, nice.
So you can get lunch for like $4.
Ooh, Jordan, is this the
This is the brown gray wash.
nice? I'm really liking this workup. I'm really digging it.
Christopher, are you liking it? Are you liking it to the point where you employ it on your own models?
I might.
That's always the question.
I think definitely the pants and definitely the shirt now.
Well, that's all he's painted, so that's a yes. I'm digging
He's
it.
also painted
good.
the boots, but somebody mentioned orange.
What color's the
Crocs.
skin going to be on this guy?
The traditional calamari.
Oh, he's red, right?
Mon
Yeah.
calamari,
They're red.
Yeah.
orangish.
It's a
look like
tarp.
big goldfish.
It's a trap.
It's a top. What's the brushes situation like these days, Lady B? Good,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out our website.
I think.
Yep.
Synthetics may be out. The synthetic set may be out.
We're out of one brush.
I think we're
in
just
the
out of
synthetic
one.
set.
Yeah, there's one size in the Pro Synthetics that may be
I
out of
wanna
stock.
say it's 2.
So you would have to buy, if you want the Pro Synthetic set, you'd buy all the sizes individually and get the discount that way, as opposed to ordering the set, because one of them out, like maybe the number 2 Jordan is saying.
Yeah, I think.
But the new Dauntless brushes are available. The Pro Sables are out, and of course the dry brush set are out. So you should be able to get everything you need. I've been using the Dauntless and to great effect
Yep.
they've been very popular. People really
for
like
being a low cost solution for new and experienced painters alike. I really like them. I do blow through them quicker. So it is it's actually refreshing to me, because one of my fears with the Dauntless was that they would replace my need for Pro Synthetics.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, no, they don't. Ruin Bang, the synthetics have been solid so far for me. They're great. They're great. You know, I did a quick video on our YouTube channel called Chasing the Point. Is that what you called it, Chris? I think we called it Chasing the Point.
I'll grab it.
It's a video that shows you how to keep a nice sharp point to your brush no matter what kind of brush you're using. But if you use that method for synthetics, number one, it will not only give you a great point all the time, but it will also make sure that you keep your brush from hooking, which a lot of people complain about synthetics hooking. And the reason for that is that you get so used to using the brush the exact same way all the time during your paint session. So if you just kind of follow that easy video and make that your mantra when painting, I think you'll always find that synthetic brushes do very, very well, especially in situations where you want more snap to the brush, because the synthetic will always have what we call snap more than than most natural hair brushes that you'll use in detail painting. Because it's plastic, so it goes from bent to back to a straight point a lot quicker than a sable does. And for the type of painting that I do, which is heavily textured and a lot of very quick wispy brush strokes on my application for like midtones and feathering and things like that, the synthetics just work better for me. But synthetics can have their tip explode a lot easier than sables or natural hair brushes. Natural hair brushes tend to respond to a heavier hand a little bit better, but over time when you're doing edges, especially if you're working on metal models or sharp corners on models, you will wind up breaking the hairs off about 3/4 of the way up towards the point, because it's just like it's natural hair. It will literally bust. The synthetics will be a little bit stronger. They won't break as easily, but they will deflect or bend and hold their memory different than a sable. So there's gives and takes for both.
Now, Jordan, what color is that?
Shut it off on screen, but I will do it again.
Oh, it's black red. Got
Black
it.
red.
That's awesome base color for that.
So we're doing black red, and then we're going to use a combination of 2 other colors.
Okay.
So this is going to be the color palette for the skin.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cool. I dig it.
Nice. Yeah, the only reason the synthetics will splay is if you have too much paint build up in the ferrule.
Mm.
That's typically true of all brushes, although the cheaper you go with brushes, like, you go buy from the Michaels or, some cheap art supply
Just a
store, and you go
generic
for
brush.
the bundled get 10 for $5 at Walmart. Those I can never vouch for because of the way that the actual bundled filament is put together. There's all sorts of problems with those brushes. They're glued incorrectly. They're made mass production in a Chinese factory. They're not done by hand. There's all sorts of problems with that. There's a lot of brushes in the hobby world that are done that way too. So you just have to be careful. If you're having problems with any brush that's forking at the tip, If it's new, that's a bad brush. It's been assembled incorrectly. If it's something that is happening over time, it's because there's more dried paint that you may not be able to see inside the ferrule, and the filaments collecting there and constricting the filaments at the base, and that causes the tip to spread. But you can use our brush soap and it'll fix that.
Yeah, I do like this workout.
You're terrible for the ferrule splay situation. Yeah, I don't clean my brushes. Considering we make the world's best brush soap, not even afraid to say it, I am the ace #1 instigator of poor brush maintenance.
And I'm the second.
Jen can't stand it that it's like, we make brush soap. I'm like, I know.
You are pretty, you also have a lot of paint control. You're not jamming the paint in normally, so they don't get as dirty.
So remember that that it isn't about that though. A lot of people think that because they paint with a light hand that they can skirt that issue, but it isn't. It's because we paint with such low viscosity paint. We thin our paints a lot. They become more watery because we're glazing, layering, doing all of our techniques with it. The thinner that paint is, the quicker it draws up the filament, right? And even the wetness going into the filament with what doesn't look like a lot of color still has the actual resin, the clear acrylic resin that's in the paint.
Yeah.
Can be causing the problem. It's not the pigment, it's the carrier, it's the resin in the paint that causes the issue. That's what dries and constricts the filaments. The pigment itself doesn't have it's just color. Gotcha. The only reason that paint with the pigment does anything is because it has this clear acrylic resin in it that dries to a plastic shell that holds the pigment in place. So that clear portion of the paint is the dangerous part for brush care. So you can look at your brush and say, it's not dirty, I don't have any paint at the ferrule, and you're completely wrong. You have resin that has soaked up into the ferrule because of your thin paint.
I didn't even think of it.
And then it'll fork. And then people will tell you, oh no, I treat my brushes really great and everything. And it does look like they're clean, but they're not clean. You need to get that resin out of there, which is why you use the brush soap regardless of what the brush looks like to prevent that forking and that congestion at the ferrule.
So moral of the story is
clean your brush.
Clean your brush. Jason,
don't talk to me.
You gotta clean your brush.
Don't talk to me. I have people for that, and they don't clean my brush, so my brush is dirty.
Who's the people?
You.
Me?
Who cleans my palette? I feel like it'd be a good job for whoever cleans my palette.
Oh my goodness.
It's true.
Wow. I see. I'll start cleaning your brushes.
No, do not
Jason,
clean my brushes.
I will come over to you and I will clean them for you.
Jason, not clean my brushes.
I will commit to you as a friend, a colleague, and as a boss.
Brushes. If you clean my brushes, then I don't have a way to show off cleaning brushes on stream when people need to know how.
But you need a clean brush.
I don't.
For the people.
Don't worry, you got mine.
Us.
Huh?
You can clean mine.
Yeah. No.
Don't skirt this, boy.
How did he wind up with me? He cleans mine and I clean yours?
Wait a minute.
This is not right. Then you have to clean Chris's.
Everybody wins.
Why don't we just clean our own damn brushes?
Because then I'm just cleaning them for no reason.
Okay. How about this?
He's cleaning them to make sure that yours get clean.
Right.
And then you're cleaning mine because somebody needs a demo on stream. And then I can just make us more money by selling more
You're just
products.
benefiting.
I'm benefiting.
Equation.
Hey, it gives me more time to spend more time selling stuff to other people.
He's good, Chet. He's good.
Wow.
He's good.
That's why we call him a Dolce Gabbana.
That is why we call him a Dolce Gabbana for sure.
I'm guilty as well, Bud says. I
thought we called him I thought we called him Giordano LaFontaine.
He's a man of many names.
Many names.
Giordano LaFontaine is my mafia name.
Bud, you should clean more often, definitely.
Mike saying, could you use magnesium and transparent black on the gun casing? ?
Yeah, totally. I probably won't just because
transparent black and magnesium.
Actually, that'd probably look
transparent
really
black over magnesium would be a really down and dirty, dark metallic.
Really good.
Yeah, could look good.
Huh. I might actually just do that.
There are some who call me Tim.
Tim
Says, why wash when we
Timothy?
can use new? So
that's
some 300-meter yacht talk right there.
I've been following the practice. Sales? ? Jordan told me the sables are single use.
What?
That's what Mike is saying. Jordan told me that sables are single use. I've been following that practice. So sales? ?
D-Fresh says, one's a chore. The other way is a favor for a friend.
Hey, you know what, D-Fresh? That's what I'm going to do for my friend Jason.
At some point in time, the favor for a friend becomes the chore.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So you're gonna do the magnesium with the.
Yeah, Mike's idea was great. I'm gonna do it.
Look at you go. This is Jordan. Jordan at work, isn't that right, Jason?
What am I? What?
Jason was on another planet there for a
I
second.
was watching what Jordan's painting.
Jason
I
was on
know.
another
That's
planet.
good.
I'm sitting here asking about, is he gonna repaint the barrel?
No,
Okay.
You're just going straight for it.
I will probably do the when I go over it with the transparent black. I will probably go over the whole thing
Oh.
because it will darken the silver, but it will still keep it at a different value than the magnesium.
Thank you, Game Delay, for clarifying that.
Is
for
that
us.
actually silver or is that steel?
It's steel.
Steel.
Sorry. Easy.
Steel is such a good color.
Hey, and he's stealing our hearts as we speak.
The documents on Jordan's criminal trial will read Jordan Lamb, a.k.a. Baby J, a.k.a. Adult J Gabbana, a.k.a. Giordano LaFontaine. It's Giordano.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
LaFontaine.
Giordana. It's O. I know my Legion minis.
And it's mozzarella.
Mozzarella.
I was taught this by Christopher Luigi
That's not the
Christopher
case at all. It's
Luigi.
not mozzarella.
Fettuccine.
I love that Jason straight to my middle name was Luigi.
Is it?
No,
Christopher Luigi
I'm
Maxucci.
convinced that
It's on his birth certificate.
it's not. It is not Luigi.
His mom sent me a copy
What
of
is
the
it
birth
then?
certificate
It's-
because she was
it
like,
is
he's
not
never going to
Luigi.
believe you, so here's proof.
What are you not telling us
I'm
because
not
you think
gonna
it's
tell
going to
you
be
now.
worse?
I'm not going to tell you now.
It's
I can't
definitely
give you that
worse.
satisfaction.
Sando, magnesium, all of our metallics are great. Magnesium is the one that you can start all other metallic colors from, and just it's glorious. Glorious. I'm filing an amended pleading, a.k.a. Giordano LaFontaine. Okay, that game delay.
Giordano.
That's good, yes.
Is that game delay? Please tell me that's game delay.
Yeah, it was. He's the one that took you to trial the first time.
Whoa.
Or represented you. I'm
What?
not sure which.
Why was
I didn't know
not
you were
notified?
I didn't know you were a drug dealer, but
I'm not dealing drugs.
well, that's the only way to get game delay to
I'm dealing pro.
represent you.
I'm dealing.
You're dealing the PA.
I'm dealing
Technically,
the PA.
probably the same thing.
It is a form of drugs.
The other day,
Don't
walking
legally
through
say that.
walking through Hollywood, and a guy in a trench coat comes up, said, "Psst, hey, over here."
Opens up a trench coat.
Opened up his trench coat and he said, "Hey, you looking for the good stuff?"
You
And it was
looking
all
for
pro
the
grill.
good stuff.
So I
PB
couldn't deny the man. I had to buy some. I had to support my people. So he was
PPS
he
Charles
was
says,
later
"I miss you, baby
arrested.
PBS Charles.
That's true. I've
Huh.
seen those people. They exist.
Yeah.
Norris,
Charles, what's going on, man?
Norris says, "Is there a formula to make your own transparent colors with the wash and glaze medium?"
Yes,
Sure.
sir.
Yep. Yeah, typically if you want to take any of the colors, we have a video on YouTube that is painting with the glaze and wash. It's kind of a really good introduction. I do a model where I use the glaze and wash as a speed paint. I use it as a glaze. I do skin tones with it on that model, and we work you through all of it. But typically I think that you're in that realm of like 5 parts medium to 1 part paint, and then add water to get the viscosity where you want it to flow. The more water you add, the more like a wash it responds on the model. The less water, the more like a glaze, right? So because the glaze wash medium is thick like paint, so it keeps the consistency of the paint stable if you just want to thin for opacity, but have a see-through transparent paint that still feels like paint when it's coming off the brush. And then you add the water part to get it to feel more like a wash as you go. So more water, more wash-like. That's the beauty of the glaze wash medium, is that you can take it from, just a de-opacifying agent all the way to, making speed paint out of it. And with any of the colors. But I generally start with like 5 or 6 to 1, 5 or 6 drops of glaze wash medium to 1 drop of paint. You can go more aggressive than that. A lot of times you'll see me when I'm mixing in the cup, I just kind of and say, this is a very scientific method, and we just kind of dump a bunch in there. The thing is that it's always better when painting with a lower opacity. It's always better to start more cautiously and then layer back up, or you can always add paint into the mixture to get it more opaque and get the color more vibrant the way you want it to. You can't subtract the paint out once you put it on the model. So that's why I always say you don't really have to worry about how. Just put a lot of glaze and wash medium in with a little bit of paint and start there. That looks really good with just the black over the top of the magnesium. Great choice.
I didn't even do the black over the top of magnesium yet.
Oh, you didn't?
I was letting it dry.
Oh, I thought you just did.
Nope. No, I've just been painting.
That's just raw magnesium looks that good.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd touch it.
Right out of the bottle.
Monument Hobbies lets an average painter brush above their weight. Charles, 100%. A great painter can make any tool appear great. A great tool makes every painter a great painter. And we make great tools. That's the gist. You open the bottle of glaze medium, drop 1 drop of paint, shake for effect. I mean, that's going to have no color, but I applaud your effort.
Yeah, I've decided to just paint with the glaze and wash medium now. Nothing else. Just straight up. Maybe a little bit of black primer, but
It's a good matting agent.
it's a good painting agent. It's all in your imagination. I painted this model.
It's a good pigment fixer.
It's a good
If you
everything.
put dry pigment like weathering pigments on, you can use the glaze wash medium to affix them to the model.
Star Laser, any tips for pink at all?
Pink?
Yeah, any tips for pink at all? It doesn't feel like I can go any brighter without just washing the color out.
Whoa,
What
my
pink are
friend.
we talking about? Are we talking about pink as a generic color or our pink paint? We have pink and then pale pink. Obviously, pink in the realms of that bubblegum color is like red plus white. And as you brighten it, if you add more white to it, you're going to desaturate it to where it just has no color. You're correct. Our pale pink still reads as pink. And then you put that on top of pink. You can use a little bit of our red transparent in there. You can use a little bit of, like, once you brighten it up, you can use something on even like the magenta wash. You want a low opacity red that you can add back in once you've brightened it up with white. Will keep you in that world of pink. Plaid hot pink. No. We do have a hot pink. It's called dark hot pink. It's very hot. It's very hot.
Not gonna get a hot pink.
All right, here it
Paint
is.
your pink last.
You take dark hot pink
black.
and put pale yellow into it. Works really well.
Did you dilute that
Yeah.
transparent? How dilute is that?
Probably
I
2 to
like
1.
that.
2 to 1
2 to
water.
1.
Yeah. I kept it pretty
Nice.
heavy so that
Love
it
that.
gives. It's kind of like a more.
But it's not
intense-
plaid. Jordan's going to do a pink Vader soon, so I'm sure it will show a great non-metallic metal pink. You're going to do a pink Vader?
No.
No, this is not confirmed.
Jordan, this is the first time Jordan's hearing of that.
Yeah.
So
Who said we're
Lies
gonna
and
do a pink
slander?
Vader? No. Like no pink Vader yet. Ooh, I like that. Magnesium and transparent black. That's it.
Yep.
That's all she wrote.
All she
yeah, you
wrote.
could just do black wash on it too.
This I'm using the transparent black here. I think a lot heavier in an effort to stain it more.
Mhm.
Whereas the black wash is going to define more of the recesses, but it's not going to darken it quite as much. You could use multiple layers of the black wash, which will give a similar effect. This just does it in less steps.
You've never lied, only foretold the truth. Wait a minute.
Sazzle, yeah, give it a whirl. It's a really cool. I really like our magnesium is dope. I love it.
I mean, when you think about something like this, what he's done here with a base coat and then what is principally a wash, although using the transparent in a way that gives you more of a filter on it. So it's going to leave you more saturation of color on the surfaces to
Yeah.
darken it up. And then you could choose now for your highlight, you could either go back to magnesium or you could go into something like bronze if you wanted to bring out the yellow, or to silver.
Yep.
Or steel. Magnesium is such a great color because it leans both to white and yellow metals, so you can play with it and use it on damn near everything. This is looking great, Jordan.
Thank
This
you.
is another really fast work. I mean, other than the fact that doing that camo isn't fast, even it
We
can be
did the
quick
camo
once you
in
get
the-
used to it.
We
Yeah.
did the camo on the first half of stream.
Yeah. The slander
In the
case of Jordan
slander
Lamb,
case.
a.k.a. Baby J, a.k.a. Adult J. Gabbana, a.k.a. Giordano LaFontaine versus Chat.
He will put paint on the model, chat. That is determined in court.
I think Chat should settle out of court.
Yes.
This is gonna get hairy.
And you said that is peach flesh, and what was the other
So
color?
this is a mixture of the red
And the orange.
and the orange.
Nice. Looking great.
And then you can add a little bit of the peach flesh if you want a little bit better opacity. It also brightens it up a touch.
You do call him J Monies some mornings when you see him.
You do, Kenny?
J Monies.
I've never heard that out loud.
I have never heard that out
Kenny
loud.
says-
I'm in that same room.
Yeah.
You're not technically in the same room.
When the doors open, isn't it the same room?
No.
Interesting.
I think by definition it is still a
That's
different
why.
room.
It's
You
only
may-
when you close doors that rooms are separated.
Dang. Jason for president.
That's why I leave
you
my
have
door
my
open.
Hold on.
That's
You
why I
have-
leave my door open, because then I'm with my people. all the time.
Separation does not necessarily mean. Hold on. Hold on.
You're wrong.
I'm right.
Whatever
here.
you're
Hold on.
thinking about right now, you're wrong.
No.
Yes.
You said separated,
No.
right? But you are in a different room that is adjacent to
Let's
the one
back up
where-
to the you're wrong part, because I think you should stick with that.
I don't know
You should
what.
stick with that.
Jordan, I don't know what you're going for, but I like it. I'm here for it.
His name is Big Papa J.
I'm a man of many names and many titles.
Are you?
He did throw Mo under the bus in his very first stream.
Mo, you did?
No, Baby J did. He
No,
threw
that's what
Mo
I'm
under
saying.
the bus.
That's what I'm saying. You did that to Mo?
When he was getting to know everybody, he threw Mo under the bus.
It was many years ago.
Like he didn't even give it a day or two to work through it and just let chat have their way with him. He was responding back to them
He had to.
like he'd known him forever.
It's defense.
It is a defense mechanism, and
have
it worked.
to.
I think otherwise he would not have survived.
The slings and arrows of chat.
Okay, chat. So I have to make an admission here publicly.
No, you don't.
So he's been saying slings and arrows for this whole time, and I've been like, that's not a thing, man. You don't like slings is wrong. Arrows is a thing, but slings throw bullets or stones. So you'd be like, I'll take the stones and arrows. That's fine. It make perfect sense. I would have never even said anything about it. I would have been like, oh, poor Christopher taking stones and arrows. But he says, I'll take the slings and arrows. Slings are not things you take. They're things that throw stuff at you.
Oh, no.
So I Google it while he's standing in my office going, this isn't a thing. And he goes, you can look it up. It is a thing. And I'm like, I'll prove it right now, you young whippersnapper. And I get on Google, and Google says it's a damn thing. It's a Shakespeare thing from
is.
Hamlet.
Yes, the slings and arrows.
So I had to retract my statement. I had to settle out of court with Christopher.
That's what I take from you, chat, but I'll take it for you.
Christopher?
Every day. Never forget. Don't reject him. That's right. Slander is spoken. In
Always
print,
forget,
it's
never
libel.
remember.
But I do want you to remember one thing, though, that day I put aside all of my pride, offered
That's
up
right.
some humility,
You
and I
did.
admitted that Google proved me wrong.
He did. He's a good man.
I think Google let you down that
That's
day.
a good
I wasn't
man.
ready to go to bat against Shakespeare because the guy's written some stuff.
He's written some
He's
stuff.
written a couple things.
But now
Published.
that oldie English, I'm not sure I trust because he uses funny derivatives of words
It's-
that don't exist
yes.
anymore.
He
So I
uses
still
his
am
own
on the thing
language.
that you could pick a better way to say it than slings and arrows.
No,
but-
it's the slings and arrows.
hey, you do you, buddy.
This is like Chris correctly pronouncing feng shui. You didn't expect it. That's true.
Were the slings the weapon sling or an injury sling? I
Yes.
believe it was the weapon sling,
It's the slings and arrows.
which makes no sense still.
Christopher, I'm going to need a reference image for
You
me,
need
sir.
to reference it? Is it? Do you need the snip? This one?
Nope.
Oh, you need General Akbar?
Yep.
The trap.
It's a trap.
What? What was that sound?
That was your mixing cup from the other day.
Akbar.
That just teleported.
Huh? What are you talking about, son?
Where did it teleport to?
Not
Here
in a
he
bad
is.
place. Nothing bad happened. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Here he is.
It didn't like spill, did it?
That one?
No.
It's probably still wet paint in it.
No, it's actually just dry.
This one right here. Does that work?
That works.
I'm gonna
50 million of those dudes. They all look different.
You want the orange one,
He's
though,
nailed
right?
the color.
How about this? Just
Nailed the
type,
color.
Type in Mon Calamari.
No, it's
get-
fine.
let's get a
It looks
nice-
great. What do you need?
Let's get a nice little reference.
You're done.
That's it.
I could be done.
You're done. It looks great. Looks great.
I gotta paint the eyes.
Oh,
We're not done yet.
you gotta paint the eyes.
His eyes are yellow. There you go. He's an admiral, Chris, not a general.
Jordan, you have 4 minutes.
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar.
Admiral Akbar. It's your trap.
Get your Star Wars right.
Get your Star Wars right.
Christopher,
He's
Get
an
your-
admiral. He's a general.
get your dang Star Wars correct.
That's funny. Hey, for all of you just now tuning in, we are at the end, getting towards the end of our stream.
Holy,
Remember,
356.
It's 3:56. Now I'm gonna have some announcements here. Thursday, Monuments Hobbies. Monuments
our birthday.
Hobbies celebration birthday stream.
It's
Be
our
there
birthday
Thursday.
this week.
Be there Thursday. It is.
Technically, it's on Friday, but we'll all have off on Friday because it's July 4th.
Yeah.
So be here Thursday. We're going to celebrate that. Wednesday, Jason and I are going to do the JUN challenge review. We're not doing that tomorrow because I won't be here. Gabe is going to be here, and who knows what that guy will do.
Can't be trusted.
Gabe will be here tomorrow with Jason. Jason's going to start the Surfer Girl bust. That's going to have a lot of different skin workups and freehand, so stay tuned for that.
I'm not starting that without you here.
You're not?
No.
What are you going to do?
I need professionalism with that.
You could paint your Vespids tomorrow.
I'll paint some Vespids in the intermediate time. It doesn't make sense. I was thinking it doesn't make sense for me to start it on a week where it's a short week and it's all discombobulated.
I guess so.
We'll have some fun with the Vespids and get them done.
We could do that.
Yeah.
That
I can
just
talk
throws
people
off
through how
my-
I did them. I
that
think
just
people would
throws
enjoy
off
that.
my entire plan. But
It doesn't
that's
matter
fine.
what your plan was.
But what if I had this whole beautiful thing planned out? That's
You're
what
not
our-
here, so you lose it.
That's what our meetings are for, Jason.
Yeah.
See what I have to put up with, chap? Somebody has to keep this.
How do we
On
know
the
she's a
rails.
surfer if it's just a bust? Because she's holding a surfboard.
She's not a surfer. She's just holding it. That's a good point.
She's holding
Game
a surfer.
delay.
She's holding a surfboard.
All right, folks.
Jeep sounds like Chris with a cold. That's silly, lumberjack. All right,
We got
Jordan.
ourselves-
Baby J, done.
Jordan.
we got
Done.
ourselves
Just
a nice
finished.
little
Done.
Rebel Trooper.
Looks
now,
great.
I will applaud you. Every
Yeah.
time you come on here and I say, Jordan, I got something for you today. You always are game, and you do it quick and you do it good. You do a good job.
I remember when Chris was like, "Hey, I want you to paint Baby Yoda, and then I want you to paint
Mando.
Mando."
And then if we
you're
That
got
was
time,
supposed to take a
You're
week,
like,
and he was
"Let's
done
take
in
a
a
week."
day.
And I'm like, "Christopher, that's not gonna work."
It's like, what's
He's like,
next?
"What do you mean?"
that's right.
I was like,
It's like,
"Chris,
you need
that's
to
not
give me
gonna work."
more. Speed paint and orc. You need what? You need a new plan? Maybe
I think
plan?
this guy looks dope.
I think he looks
He
great.
looks great.
Jordan.
A whole army of those dudes. Once you base something like that, a whole
Oh,
army of those
would.
dudes will look fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
I'm
You
going to
could
steal your
do-
work up.
A quarter of the amount of work that I put into this guy, and then base it up, and it would look dope.
Oh, heck yeah.
I don't know about that because you've just base coated and washed. I mean, the most I've seen you do is one highlight layer. So I think other than the camo, but the camo really makes it, right?
I mean, I did highlight layers in this. There's definitely highlight layers there.
You have to if you're going to do the wash.
I did highlight.
It held
some
up pretty good.
in the helmet. The helmet. That's not a helmet. That's somebody's head.
That's the actual fishy head.
Yeah, I don't think that's a helmet. Wouldn't that be great if that was a helmet? That
Jordan.
dude would be a serial killer.
Take us out.
It's like,
Jordan.
ha, ha,
Hold
ha,
on.
this is what you thought, and he pulls it off as Luke Skywalker.
Oh. Wow, I got to get my pupils going here.
There we go.
He's a cute little guy.
He's a
Look
cute
at that
little
little
guy.
smile. he's
That
got
is
on there.
not cute.
Look at that little smile he's got, though.
That is
Oh, he's
not,
doing the dots.
That is not cute.
Look at that.
He's a slimy boy. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Thank you for bearing with my fun, sweet paint job of this little guy.
I turned it
Wait,
away
I'm done
before.
now. Hold on. Come on, go back.
Yeah.
No,
No, I want to see it. Show the world.
We painted ourselves.
Look how cute that guy looks. Look at those
Little
little
Rebel
eyeballs
Trooper.
he's got on there.
That didn't look anything like you, Jordan.
No. Thank you.
You just said we painted ourselves?
Up a little dude.
Oh, you didn't get to that point.
Oh, I got cut off by him.
Okay.
There it is. That's the straggler.
Oh, straggler.
Oh my gosh. That's the
All
straggler.
right, everyone. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. We're going to be closing out the stream. Christopher is going to put a whole bunch of links into the stream
Which
chat
I
for
did.
He
you.
did already.
I'll do
Which
it
he
again.
already did, but you should do it again just in
I
case
will.
you guys don't know how to scroll up. Check out the store link where you guys can find all the fantastic products we've been using here on stream today. Make sure you guys check out the FLGS link as well. Find some local game stores near you. There are new ones popping up every single day. So
Why are
there's
those new ones popping up?
Because we've been putting in some hard work over there.
That's
You
right.
guys have been
And,
killing it.
Yeah, Kenny and
Killing
I have been crushing it.
Sales team.
You know
Shout
why
out.
you don't see as much Baby J? Because Baby J's ensuring that everybody has a destination to go paint their models at. That's what
It's
Baby J
important.
does.
It's
That's
important.
right.
He creates evangelism.
That's right.
All right. And then check out the other links, you guys. We've got the Discord link where you can get more information, like information on the monthly challenges.
Yes, monthly
Don't
challenges.
forget, we are having the monthly challenge review here on
Wednesday.
July
July 2nd, not the
July
1st.
2nd, not the 1st, with
Nor-
which we will not be having the review
Right.
day on.
That's right.
And then also make sure you guys check out the YouTube link. Great place to find wonderful content, as well as our
Discord.
Discord. Wait, that's not where you find our Discord. Well, you can find our link in the Discord.
Oh, you can find it anywhere you want.
Anyways,
It's widely known
Hey,
information.
Northrax, you can't just hail Jordan. You have to hail Kenny. Because Kenny isn't a slacker who
Yes.
comes in here and tells fart jokes all the time either. So there you go.
You
Kenny's over there working right now, unlike this man who's playing hooky from his job. And Kenny comes in, he says, I just tell fart jokes sometimes. Also, I got another store like 5 minutes ago.
Nice.
Ta-da!
Hey, let's go. Let's get a round of applause for Kenny in the chat. Thank you, everybody. All right, don't forget, we stream Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Ignore that man who's clicking buttons in the background.
Mountain Standard Time is
Take
not
that
an oil
away
company.
from Christopher. Take the noisemakers away
I
from
was
that
just
man.
trying
He
to
can't be trusted.
derail.
Can't be trusted.
He can't be trusted.
Anyways, we're going to find somebody to raid into, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your hobby evening. We will see you all tomorrow. I will be back to work at my normal 9 to 5. And we'll be getting Jason back in here with a good time. Christopher's playing hooky.
I won't be here.
He will not be here.
I've just decided.
He's taking another vacation.
I have all my little elf things to do before I leave tonight, which will be great for our team.
Peace out, yo!
Peace out.
Goodbye, everybody.
Peace out.
We'll see you tomorrow.